I'm back with another reading, and this time, if you come from my Instagram, you know what this reading is about. But if you're not, in this reading, I'm going to be decoding what is keeping you single in terms of if you've been manifesting a person, if you have been manifesting a very specific person, or just like your future partner, husband or wife, or someone in the picture, and you've been trying for a really long time. There is a specific block as to why this person hasn't come in yet, and we're going to be exploring in this video what that block is and why this person hasn't come in yet, and a possible time frame on when they could come. So before we start, if you don't know who I am, I'm Karishma. I'm a psychic medium, a tarot reader, a healer, and a teacher. And if you don't follow my Instagram page yet, make sure you do the same. It's by the name celestine.tarot, and I post a lot of pick-a-pile readings, daily reels, and things like that that allow you to go slightly deeper and demystify spiritual concepts so that you're not stuck in this maze of what you should do or shouldn't do. And it helps, like the kind of spirituality that I talk about will help you empower yourself versus getting confused. Now, if there is something specific that you'd like to know, say for example, it could be about your love life, it could be about actually when are you going to meet this person and how are they coming in, what can you do, what are the blocks, what have you learned from your previous relationships that you need to stop, what cycles have you been repeating, or it could be about your career in terms of what is next, what should you be doing, is this the right career for you or no. Same goes for business, same goes for finances, same goes for even health for that matter. Or if you want to go much deeper and understand what is your life's true purpose, what are you here to do, what is your soul trying to accomplish, what messages does the universe have for you, do your guides have for you, make sure you're booking a one-on-one reading with me on celestine.tarot. You can also check out my website. It's celestinetarot.com. Go under readings to book a reading, but I also do cord cuttings, energy healing. I also teach, so you can explore the website for more. Anyway, coming to today's message in terms of why are you still single. One, I feel like there is a lot of shame behind this question whenever you ask yourself. So first things first, you need to address this shame. You need to address the way that you're approaching it. Are you looking at it through the eyes of pity? And this, I'm saying this even before, like I've mentioned what the signs are if this message is for you or no, but this message has just come out, so I'm just in my flow and I'm going to be talking. But first things first, address what emotion is attached to this word, being single, or this identity that you have right now of being single. If you're looking at it through the eyes of shame, guilt, fear, or any of these lower vibrational energies, then there is something much deeper that needs to be addressed here. The signs that this message is for you is, one is I'm seeing the color yellow a lot, like a nice buttery yellow, not like a stark yellow. So if you're surrounded by yellow pictures or flowers, but specifically yellow butterflies, if you see them. The second is chocolate bears. The thing is, I've never seen this, so I don't know why they showed me. Oh, so specifically, I don't know if you guys remember that episode of Friends where Rachel and Monica are babysitting Ross's child, and they have this, the teddy bear that is there, he's wearing a yellow fire person outfit with the hat when he says Monica bang, and that is the bear that they're showing me. That's weird. Specifically, if you've seen that episode, that's too like, it's too on the nose. I love it. But also bears, but chocolate bears, like if you've seen them, I don't know, or a chocolate color bear. And the number is 1414 or 555. I'm also seeing 444. So if you've seen these signs 72 hours before watching this video or 72 hours after watching this video, and no, it doesn't mean you should go and search for it or anything, because then it loses its plot, right? Then you're manipulating the energy instead of actually being present to listen to it. Going forward with the message, coming through the message. Now this is a general message, so take what resonates and leave the rest. The reason you're still in this position, and again, there's no judgment here, there's no pity here, there's no shame here. It's a very hard-hitting message, and I'm really trying to find the words to, kind of simmer that energy down. But there are going to be things that you hear on this video that may just make you feel like, oh my god, what do I do now? And there's nothing to be scared of. But the reason why you're still single, if you've been asking this to yourself, is because deep down you are extremely terrified. And what I mean by terrified is that on the surface, you may look like you want a relationship, you want an actual relationship, you want to be with someone, but it requires something of you. It requires you to be vulnerable. It requires you to step away from your limiting beliefs, step away from your fears, right? And that is what is scaring you. So whenever there is a chance of being in an actual relationship, notice how your mind will make something up and be like, no, I'm fine, like it's okay, there's not a lot of chemistry anyway. And that's the second thing, right? You're terrified of what an actual relationship could mean, because in your head you have this dream version, and if anything doesn't match that, like doesn't even come again, it's not matching in terms of the way you are imagining, but basically what they're trying to show me is that you're stuck in this maze for a long time and you're not able to escape. And the reason you're not able to escape is because you're so used to a specific trait or a specific person that anything that is not similar to this or similar to the way that you felt, like the chemistry could be one of the things, but if you don't feel any of this with someone new, your mind is convinced that it's not going to work. And that is the exact reason why you're stuck. The thing is, you outgrown this pattern mentally, but physically it's still comforting. It is become your comfort zone to be, because you know what this person is capable of. You know exactly how the story is going to be once it ends and again it begins. And again, there's no judgment here. We've all been there. Trust me when I say this, that when you start becoming more aware of your patterns, it becomes easier for you to break out of it. So just hear me out. Like, you don't need to do anything right now. That is the next thing. You're terrified that you're not doing enough. And the thing is that you don't need to. You don't really need to. Think of all the relationships that you've had. Was it when you were trying hard, or did it just happen so organically? Like, you could have just met this person through friends. You could have bumped into them, I don't know, you could have been in the same workplace, same college or whatever, same class, something, or same club, I don't know. But you're thinking that you're not doing enough, so you're being present everywhere, being available everywhere. And for few of you, I do feel like you're investing more time going out on dates with people that you're not exactly sure of, but you're still investing time and energy in it. And I know it kind of contradicts what I told you earlier, that you should be, trying, but it's like, okay, I'll explain this. Either you're completely like, no, this is the kind of person that I want, he or she needs to be exactly like this. And then when you're going out with these people, you're mapping it to that, is this person like this? Does he or she have these traits? No, okay, let me see, can I change them, can I do this, is this going to work? Like, the focus is more on pushing and making it work rather than sitting back and being like, okay, is this actually working? Can this person actually be my partner? Do our fundamentals match? Do our values match? Does where we want to go in life match? So it's less about not exploring, and it's more about selective exploring. And for that to happen, which brings me to my third point, you're terrified of being yourself. Like in the process of manifesting, trying techniques, being, you may have heard of these terms, being black cat, being slightly detached, being cool, and all of these things, you feel lost in terms of who you really are. Like, I'll give you an example. I'm a Gemini. We cut people off fast, but I'm also a Cancer moon, which means that I get invested very deeply, and it's not something that I can avoid. It's not like my emotions are not something that I can avoid. So yes, like not every Gemini is like me, but because I know myself very deeply, I know that once I feel my emotions fully, and if I no longer resonate with this person, if I no longer kind of feel their excitement, I know it's very easy for me to cut them off, and then I do. And it's because I know myself. So I'm not labeling myself as, oh yeah, I'm this cool girl. No, I'm not. Like I'll also be crying in the corner some days, not anymore. But I used to be that person where I used to be like stuck on someone really bad for me, not bad like that, but stuck on someone very bad, and I would try all of these techniques to be like, okay, I'm going to try to be detached. It doesn't work. It doesn't work till you're actually at that point of, I know this person is not good for me. I'm aware of my patterns. I know that this is who I am. This is how I experience my emotions. And once I'm done experiencing and feeling and not really doing anything about it, then I can take a step back and look at it that, okay, regardless of whether this person is here or no in my life, I am going to be okay. And that is true detachment, right? But for that, you need to stop being so terrified of just being yourself. All these techniques is what has worked for these individual people, and of course they will talk about it, right? Because they want you also to get better, to get in a better relationship. But you need to understand who you are, and for that to happen, you need to have an identity away from this person, away from this relationship, away from your idea of, oh, everything is going to be okay once me and this person are married or together or whatever. Who are you without it all? That's who you need to explore. And if the first thought that came into your mind was, I'm sad, you need to sit down with yourself and get to know yourself. And I know it can be difficult, it is threatening, it feels very raw, but till that's the point of spirituality, right? Like that's what most people miss. Spirituality was never about exploring just the universe and the laws and this and that. No, it's a deep exploration of yourself using the laws of the universe, using the knowledge that is available to us, right? Which helps us become more conscious of who we are, who I individually am, and how I operate in this world. What is my worldview of it? So it's less, how do I say it? It's less influence of the outside and more my influence on my mind and my body and my actions and my life. That is what manifestation entirely is. If you've read the Bhagavad Gita, if you've read any of the Vedas, if you've read ancient texts, if you've read hermetic texts about manifestation, where this idea originally came from, it is nothing but you, how you see the world and how you make sense of it and who you become. It was less about the world and more about you. That's why you're not able to manifest this other person, because you made them your world. But they can't be your world. This person, whether it's a specific person or it's somebody that a role that you're trying to fill in your life. Like say that of a husband, when am I going to meet my husband, or when am I going to meet my wife? They have become your world. And till the time you stop being scared of a life where they may or they may not come back, and who am I, what does it mean about me, you're not gonna get this person. And it is extremely scary. I'm not gonna lie. It is extremely scary till you actually take the first step, till you take the second step. And it is gonna be a reminder to yourself every single day, retraining your mind again and again. And I keep saying this on all my videos. Everybody just wants a quick fix, instant gratification. But that's not how your mind gets retrained, right? That's not something that is gonna, it's gonna take time, and you have to give yourself time. And that's the fourth thing that you're terrified of. Time is running out. Time is now. Was my time before this? What is gonna happen next? The thing is, you need to stop looking everywhere else and like understand that the call is coming from inside the house and not from outside. It's not the outside circumstances that are going to make this better, because trust me, even when you are in a relationship with them, even if you do get married, even if you do have a partner, there are still, if you are this person, you are still going to have these fears. You're going to be worried about what if they leave, what if this happens, what if that happens. So like I said, the call is coming from inside the house. So till you don't solve what is happening on the inside, you're going to keep getting terrified. And again, I know it is scary, it is extremely lonely to go through it, it is extremely terrifying, it is. And of course, like, I highly recommend working with a psychologist or working with a therapist, and also probably working with a tarot reader who understands these concepts instead of just giving you a simple yes or no, like me. Working with these people who understand it better, who will help you understand your patterns, and that's what they're responsible for. They're just responsible for showing you what your patterns are. They're not responsible for healing these for you. That is your responsibility only. Imagine it as like you go to, God forbid, somebody has broken their hand. They've gone to the doctor has done an x-ray and been like, okay, you know what, your bone is broken and this is the reason and this is what you must do. Do not use that hand for 2 months, put a cast, blah, 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 don't lift anything heavy. So again, the doctor is just responsible for helping you understand what was wrong with your body, but they're not responsible for healing it for you or doing the actions for you, right? The same way your therapist or your psychologist or your tarot reader and all of these people, healers, will help. And I mean healers in a very like umbrella term, including doctors and therapists and everyone. I'm not just talking about esoteric or spiritual healers. Healers will show you the way, will tell you this is what is happening. Do you want to explore that? And they will hold your hand while exploring it, but they're not going to cure it for you. That responsibility still lies with you. And till the time you do not take this responsibility, till the time you keep putting off this responsibility on a partner, on a friend, on a whatever, like, yeah, you know, everything will be better if they come. No, it can be better now also. Why are you waiting for them to come? It will be worse when they come right now. That's why the universe has kept this person away from you. And this has been an entirely channeled reading. I am also getting a timeline, and I just want to confirm it with my cards, even though I don't feel the need to do so. But okay, I'm going to confirm it with my cards because it seems like super quick. Now, again, I want you to remember that this is a general timeline. It could happen in this timeline, but if you want a actual timeline like for you specifically, make sure that you book a session with me. Okay, the card when I asked about the timeline, the card that has come is Temperance. Temperance usually talks about having patience, having inspiration, being balanced. And basically the reason it has come out is, yeah, the universe is not it's not giving me a timeline. Okay, could be around December from whenever you're watching it. Sagittarius season could be like literally just the card that I've gotten. Like you're there, you're watching, you're the usual depiction of Two of Wands is a man holding the globe in his hand. And what that talks about is having the whole world in your palms, knowing what's next, knowing what to do next. But in this specific deck, if you see, he's watching and waiting. He doesn't have the world in his arms yet. Like, it's very clear that he's waiting for someone. And this person could be coming. Two could be significant. And also, like, I don't know if you can see it, but like I got very excited. But there's like a heart here. I don't know if you can see it. Wait. Can you guys see it? Right here. Can you see it now? Okay. Anyway. Is my mic even on? I just realized it's on. So, the number 2 could be significant. Either could be like you could hear from this person. If specifically it is someone that you already know, it could be you could know who this person is within the next 2 weeks or just after that. 2 weeks, 2 months, or specifically around December, Sagittarius season. I also heard July, so could be then, but it is gonna, like, trust me when I say this, that this person, whoever this person is and whoever is good for you, and specifically I want to address a group that is manifesting someone specific. I want you to sit with yourself and not be afraid of exploring what would life be without this person, right? Does this person actually have the traits to be my future spouse or partner, or wherever you want this to go? Again, I want you to watch this not through the lens of, obsession or attachment, but just take that step back and be like, what do I actually want? And more than that, what do I want to feel? Again, very difficult, very messy, I get it, but it will set you free. So this was your message for today, and I hope this has helped you out. Let me know in the comments below. I love hearing from you guys. It makes me very happy. Let me know what you want me to talk about next. If there is any videos or if there's any messages that you would like me to talk about, but make sure you like, comment, subscribe to this channel and also my Instagram page, and I will see you soon. Bye.